Okay, guys, so good night to everyone. This is our sixth encounter for English conversation. And today we're going to work on speaking part of Cambridge C1 Advanced. Okay, so as a first step, I want to remember you guys that we are currently the task two. You know that these encounters make part of the task two, which is about the eighth encounter in which you have to take the screenshot in order to complete your journal for yeah, as a final product for task two. Okay, so don't forget to take the screenshot during the session. And also remember that in this session we're going to like solve some doubts or also working on what Cambridge C1 Advanced is, since this is going to be your fourth tax for the course. So you will have to present an interview. It's like a simulation interview of the Cambridge C1 Advanced. So you have to subscribe for this tag. I don't know if you have already done this subscription in order to present the interview with another mate and the instructor or the evaluator. Do you already do this? Do you already did this part? Yes.
Yes, teacher. I
Okay,
did
that's
it
good.
today.
Okay. Okay. Yes, because I think that the first week of those you is from tomorrow till May the 7th. I'm not sure. The second week is till May 15th. May 15th. Yeah. That is the task fork. Okay. So guys, the structure of this interview, um, well, actually, this interview has like four phases. But in this, for this task, we're just going to focus on the speaking because we are developing and improving our speaking skills. Okay, so um, this Cambridge C1 Advance is going to be an interview, which it lasts for approximately 15 minutes. This is in which you're going to share the moment with another mate who has selected the same schedule and the same tutor that you selected, and yeah, it is going to be like a conversation between your interviewer and the two mate, you and your mate. So in here we grade the speaking, how you speak, how do you pronounce everything, your intonation, your accent, and everything, all those aspects that have to be that they are part of the speaking skills. Okay, so this Cambridge C1 Advanced has four parts. In the first one, the interviewer will ask some question about yourself, about personal things or to your environment. Okay, so as you this thing, the first is about yourself. here you will have your mate and you will have just 2 minutes. So it's one for you and 1 minute for the other person. I want I want you, that you have clear that in this interview the the time is very strict. So because first, because we're going to have the tutors, we're going to have several groups, and after we finish with one group, we have to start with the other group. So you have to be very specific with your answers and having in mind all the time that you have to use the accurate vocabulary in order to express clearly your ideas in the time that you have for that for each moment. Okay. So in this first part, you will have your mate and you 1 minute for each one. In here, you will be asked for personal questions about hobbies, interests, maybe sports, school or work, technology or weather. This part is very simple, but the thing is that you have to be specific with your answer. Okay, the things that will be asked in this part are things related to you and your environment. So this part is very simple. So the second part it lasts like also 4 minutes. But in this part, um, yeah, you have to compare, to describe, to contrast, because the exercise in this part is with some pictures. In in this part, each candidate will be asked to speak for 1 minute about two pictures. During during that time, yeah, one student and another student, your mate, will be answer a brief question about uh, one picture in that moment, and then we switch. The person who used 30 seconds to answer will use the 1 minute, and the person who spoke during 1 minute will answer a question about other picture in 30 seconds. We're clear like this? Guys, are you listening?
Yes, teacher.
And you're understanding? Okay.
I can see
Marisol,
the
Alejandro, and
screen in
Anderson,
the
you're not watching the screen, and now
now.
you can watch?
Now, teacher.
No? Okay, let me see. A moment. Can you watch the screen?
Yes, teacher.
Mm,
Alejandra is
okay.
watching the screen.
Maybe because she's in her computer.
Now, okay, you're working from your cell phone, right?
Yes. But I have the
Okay, you
guide.
have the documents, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, if you're not watching the screen, please guide with the PDF that you have in order to keep working. Okay. So, well,
Okay.
the second part was clear. Okay. So the third part is a collaborating part. In here, you will speak with your partners. So in here, the examiner will introduce a topic for the candidates to discuss for 2 minutes. So the interviewee will present a topic or a question and some keywords in order to you guys start speaking or question that the interviewer is okay. So in that part you have to of you just a moment to for one of the student views. In here, the interviewer is going to evaluate your communication skills with the other person. And this part it lasts like 4 minutes, no more than that. And finally, we have the fourth part. The fourth part, it lasts for 5 minutes. In this part is focused on the last part, the third part. In this part, you will be asked about questions in order to deepen on the topic that you were talking with your mate in the third part. So if for example, if the topic for the third part in which you spoke with your partner was sports, so in the fourth part you will be asked for more specific question about this topic about sports. Okay. Do you understand, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So I don't know if you're watching my screen, but I'm on the second slide, on the second sheet of the document, and in here there are some examples of the part one. The kind of question that could be asked for you in order for you to answer in 1 minute. So in here, the examples we can find: where are you from, what do you do, and how have you been studying English, uh, what do you enjoy most about learning English. So in this part, the questions are going to be focused on you. Okay, so this is the easiest part of this Cambridge C1 Advanced. Uh, for example, okay, let's work with this part, this example with Alejandra and Sori. So if you are the two persons who are going to be interviewed in this part, the teacher will present the moment, will say hi, and he or she is going to start with these questions. Okay, and remember you have to be clear and don't give like short answer and that's it. No, you have to give a long answer and be specific with the object of the question. Okay, for example, I'm gonna take the chronometer in order to take the time as an example. And I'm going to start with Alejandra. Alejandra, are you listening?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Alejandra. Okay, so Alejandra, I'm going to ask some question in 1 minute. Okay? Okay, Alejandra, where are you from?
I am from Naranjal, Sucre.
Okay, and what do you do there?
You may teacher repeat, please.
Yeah. What do you do there?
Okay. Prepare myself every day always with the desire to learn the move of each session to learn new things every day.
Okay. And okay, time.
Okay.
Continue with sorry. But sorry, you listening?
Yes, teacher. Hello.
Yes, sorry. How are you?
Very well, teacher.
Okay. Sorry. Do you have any hobbies or interests? Can you tell us about them?
Well, uh, cause casually I was TV. I watch a movie, but I usually keep myself busy at work and study, so I don't have time for other things.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Here's my feedback to Sorry and Alejandro. Well, you take you two both of you took too much to answer the questions. So if you take too much time to answer the question, you will spend the time quickly, or the time will be wasted because you won't you won't take advantage in order to answer several questions. And if you can't answer several questions in the moment that you have, so the grade is going to be low. Do you understand what I'm saying? uh, do you understand, Alejandro and Sorry?
No, teacher, I don't.
Yes, what I'm saying, girls, is that you have to take advantage of the time and don't try to not thinking so much the questions and give a very and long answer to those questions. For example, if the teacher asks you about where are you from, I don't know. If the question is for me, I would say I am from Cartagena, which is a beautiful city of the coast of Colombia, and it is a touristic place. Yeah, that's a full question, a specific question, and I'm showing that I have a good range of vocabulary. Do you understand?
Okay, teacher. Yes.
Okay, for example,
O-
I
okay,
ask
teacher.
you, okay, yeah, I ask you, sorry, if you have hobbies or interests. Um, the answer could be simple, but that's not the idea. The idea is that you girls, Anderson, shows your abilities with the language because that's what we are grading. Okay, that's what that the tutors will be scoring. So if I ask you if you what are your interests, you can answer. I don't I don't exercise, but sometimes I have time to watch a movie that I like, and sometimes I listen to music and things like that. But don't lose your time trying to think in many things because it's going to be a waste of time, and the time is very important in this activity. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so you have in the document some possible questions that could be asked. So try to answer those questions in a no simple way, but in a more specific and a little complex way. Yeah, so try to give more information. Okay. Okay, guys. So the second part of this activity, uh, you're going to have some images that the tutor will be showed for you, and will you will have in the interview a partner. So two person, two people. Sorry, you and your partners. So, a set of three pictures, and there will be a candidate A and candidate B. So the candidate A in the first picture will have one to answer one question, and the candidate B will have 30 seconds to answer the next question. And then you will have another set of image, and the person who spoke for 1 minute in this moment will have just 30 seconds, and the person who spoke for 30 seconds in this moment will have 1 minute in this moment. Okay. I don't know, guys, if you watch my screen and result. Anderson, Marisol, can you hear me?
Yes,
Marisol, can you hear me?
yes, teacher. Teacher.
Okay. And Anderson is not answering. Anderson, can you hear me? Girls, are
Yes,
you
yes, teacher.
listening
I
to
can hear,
Anderson? Okay.
I can hear you perfectly,
Uh,
but I'm having problems with my microphone.
okay. And you're still not watching my screen?
No, teacher. No, I can watch the screen, but I'm looking at the PDF.
PDF. Okay.
And
Okay. You are in the picture for candidate A,
yeah, yeah.
and Manuel, are you watching my screen or do you have the PDF?
Teacher, yo tengo el PDF abierto.
So I have the PDF open. Okay, so well, in this moment, I'm gonna do the example with you and Anderson. Okay, so look at the video picture for candidate 8. So Anderson will be the candidate A, and you will be the candidate B in this case. So I'm gonna take the time for this example, and remember, Anderson, you will have 1 minute to talk about uh, the question that are in that are above, okay? And Oh, well, we can use all the question in order to answer in a general way. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Mm, okay. So I'm gonna take your time now, and you will answer the first question that is in the PDF. Okay. And and Marisol is going to answer the second question. So you can start now.
Okay. In the picture, we can see a bunch of people in every picture, and they are like celebrating their moment. You can see that they are happy. Like for example, the sharing in the first picture, they are like making cupcakes, and they seem really happy that they are really enjoying their moment. And in the second picture, we can see uh, people ice skating. That is a relaxing sport to do, and where people goes to clear the mind. And in the third picture, we can see people like celebrating, like playing trumpets. I don't know, but they are happy. They are celebrating a moment, and the set of pictures shows that people like enjoy the moment.
Okay,
And
Anderson, time.
okay,
But okay, for this example, remember that in the above part of the pictures, we have two questions. Can you watch the questions that are in the PDF? Yeah.
yes, teacher.
Okay. So try to be specific to the answer with that question that the tutor could be asked in the moment of the interview, because it can be you can speak about in a general way of those pictures, but if there is a question, you have to answer that question and try to answer that question in 1 minute. So try to compare, try to give relative information according to the questions. Okay.
Okay,
But yeah, you're using a good vocabulary. Okay. Uh, must I don't know if you can watch the second questions and answer that question in 30 seconds. No more than that and no less than that. Try to give answer and information in order to last the 30 seconds. Okay.
Okay,
Start now. Okay.
okay, teacher. Um, the people of these pictures can feel very uh, comfortable because these place these places are very beautiful and nature because
Okay, Marisol, that's time. So you
okay teacher.
try guys to imagine how much you can speak in the time that you have for answering the question. Okay. So now we're going to switch the papers like that. So Marisol now is going to answer the picture for candidate B. You're in that page.
Okay teacher, I understand. I answered the questions for
The,
candidate B.
the, the first exactly the first question, and you will and you will last 1 minute. And Anderson is going to answer the second question, and he won't have more than 30 seconds. Okay?
Okay, I start.
So, okay, so can you read the question, please?
Why might they be
How?
in this? The first question.
Yeah,
How
the
might
first question.
how
Mhm.
might the people be feeling?
Okay, so you're going to speak about that answer in 1 minute, and Anderson is going to answer the second question in 30 seconds. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Okay,
So tell me when you're ready. Go
I'm
ahead.
ready.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, the people feel very well because these places are nature, and this place help the people to feel better because the nature is very well, is very good for the health. For example, the people can connect to the nature, uh, begin to feel better in your six. In these pictures, the people are very happy because it is know the new place. Uh,
Okay.
play.
Time.
Okay, teacher.
So okay. So Anderson, please go ahead. The second question, 30 seconds.
Okay. Why might they be in these situations?
Mhm.
Maybe they like a adventure, like in the first picture you can see like a man exploring, like this kind of desert place, and the second picture you can see a man like scaling a mountain, and in the third, we can see like a woman in a lonely beach. This maybe these people are seeking for inner peace. That's what I can see in the set of the three pictures, because they are lonely. The three
Okay.
people are
Time.
lonely.
Time.
Okay.
Okay. For my feedback for you, and sorry, and Alejandra, is in the moment of the picture. Don't try to give examples of things that you can do or about what people is doing in the picture. Try to speak about what you are watching the picture. Try to compare the situations in the picture. The idea is to speak about what you're watching in the pictures, okay? In that way, it's easier for you because you can use vocabulary, and your mind can concentrate in what you're watching, and don't try to look information for outside of those pictures, because it would be more difficult for you to, in the moment that you know that the time is counting, and you're thinking of other things, to try to speak more. But don't do that. Concentrate in the pictures and look for relevant information that you can speak. For example, in here you can compare the weather, uh, the the activities that people is doing, or things like that. Okay, are you listening, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Alejandra, sorry.
Yes.
Well, sorry, left. Let
Yes.
me call sorry because I think that sorry left from the call. Okay, so the third part of this interview is a collaborative section, because in this part you will speak with your partner about a topic that is going to be showed in the screen. So, Ale, are you watching my screen now?
Yes, teacher. Part two.
Well, actually, I'm in part three. Okay, guys, in the part three, in which it will be a question about any specific ideas around the we have learning, trying to answer that question and speaking about the ideas around that question. In here, you will have like 4 minutes in order to speak about that topic and trying to conclude or answer the question. Okay. So in the PDF in part three, there's an example of some graphics, and we're going to practice with the okay, with the question, how difficult might it be for people to make these hopes and dreams come true? This is the 8th page of the PDF. Ale, watch the screen. I'm in the page 8. Guys, are you listening to Alejandra?
No,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher. No.
I can hear you.
I know what screen.
You don't watch in the screen. But do you have the PDF?
Yes, teacher. I can see the screen, but I can hear Alejandro.
Alejandra, are you listening to us? Alejandra, sorry, can you listening to
Yes,
us?
teacher.
Well, sorry, are you watching my screen?
I know, teacher.
You don't?
I know.
And do you have access to the PDF for this activity? Can you open or because I need to do this example with two students. Okay, sorry, left again from the call. Alejandra, are you listening? Can you watch the screen?
Yes,
Okay, so I'm in the page 8 of the PDF. Are you watching that page?
yes.
Okay, so I want you and Anderson to practice this part. So this is the third part. In this part, you will have 4 minutes to speak about this topic that you're watching in this page. Anderson, are you watching the page? Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, but remember the picture of the topic will be showed, but for a moment, not all the time. So in here, you can have like a moment to watch quickly the questions and the ideas around that in order to speak about. So try to count also you the time because the time is
I know, listen, teacher.
Time is
Mm.
teacher.
Anderson, are you listening?
The final part, I didn't listen you.
Okay, so I'm going to speak again about this. This is the third part of the interview. In this part, um, the graphic with the information that you which you need to speak about can be showed just for a moment, not all the time like we are doing here in this moment. And you have to watch quickly the questions and the ideas that are around that question. And you will have 4 minutes to speak about this question, trying to get in a solution. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So, but for this example, you and Alejandra are going to speak about this in 2 minutes. So I'm gonna take the time so you can give your opinion and trying to answer that question. Watching the ideas that are around, you can go one by one, but trying to speak among you, between you and Alejandra, because in this part, it is not a monologue in which just one student is going to speak. No, this is a like a conversation in which the interviewer is going to evaluate your communication with the other one. Okay, Alejandra, are you listening?
Yes,
Alejandra. Okay, so I'm gonna take the time, but okay, so I'm gonna count first 15 seconds in order to you watch and think about the information that you're watching here, okay? And then I'm gonna start when I told you to go ahead, start to answer the question or start to a conversation with Anderson about this question, trying to get a solution or an answer to this question and take into account the ideas that are around that question. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Get ready. Start now. 2 minutes.
Okay. Uh, I don't know. What do you think, Alejandra? But there is like a, like an easy dreams to come true in this picture. For example, getting a car. It's in it's a relative easy dream to come true because you can work hard and save money to get a car and to complete this dream. Uh, in contrast, I believe that traveling to the moon is the difficult dream to come true in this picture because that's a preparation. That's like chosen life since you are a kid. So I think that this is the most difficult dream to come true, but it is possible because, as we know, so many people have traveled to the moon through the years, and in these times are people planning to travel to the moon and to them and to the other um, planets like Mars. So I believe that this is a question, like um like a manner of preparation, like becoming
So
student.
Anderson,
Okay.
excuse. So you and Alejandra haven't spoke. Okay. So you have to be very strict or yourself with the time because you have to take care that your partner also needs to speak in this moment. Okay.
Okay.
So Alejandra, you also have to be attentive to that. If maybe your partner is speaking and you see the time is finishing and you haven't speak or and you haven't spoken in the moment, you you need to make an intervention because if you don't speak, the tutor can give you a proper grade for this moment. Okay, so it is necessary that you also be attentive to the time because in this moment is a conversation, is a collaborative moment of this interview. But because I want I want that you all have in mind all the time that there are only 15 minutes and 15 minutes go quickly. So you need to take advantage of the time. Or Alejandra is not listening.
Teacher, I understand.
Sí, Alejandra. Yes.
This
You
part,
you didn't
I
understand?
don't understand. No, 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 you understand.
Okay, in this
This
part,
part,
the third part,
this part.
you know, the okay, the first part is going to be uh let's do a summary because the time is finishing and I also have another group at 9 p.m. So the first time, in the first step, the tutor will ask questions about yourself. In that moment, you need to be specific and try to add more interesting information to your answer. Okay, in order to show that you know a lot of vocabulary and you can describe objects and describe moments. Yeah, that you have the ability to speak fluently in English. Okay, that's the first part. So the second part is a moment in which you and your mate are going to describe a set of pictures in which one will have, in the first moment, will have 1 minute to describe the pictures or answer a question about the picture, and the other one will have 30 seconds. And then you will switch, and the person who have just 30 seconds, and now in this second set, will have 1 minute, and the other person will have 30 seconds. Then goes to this part in which we are practicing now. You will have a graphic with a question and several ideas around that question, and you will have a conversation with your partner about that question and that ideas, those ideas that are around that question. Okay, it is a conversation. You can give an opinion and mm, ask a short but specific question about one of the ideas that are around about that question. But always trying to solve the question, trying to give an answer to the question. Okay? And the final part is related to the third part. Okay, for example, in this part, we are talking about dreams and hopes. So the fourth part of this interview will be related to those, will be more answers in order for you to answer, but about the topic speaking in the vocabulary, um, depend on the topic. Okay. For example, there is a question about this is how important is it for people to have hopes and dreams? You see that there are questions with more complexity in order for you to show your abilities with the language. But in order for you to take advantage of the time, the idea is to answer with the specific answer and specific information. Don't give a general opinion, but a specific answer. Try to answer what the interviewee is asking for. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Sorry, do you understand all the steps? Sorry, is in the call? No, sorry, it's not in the call. Alejandra, do you understand? Do you get it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so The only thing here is that you have to be very that you have to get in mind the time, because 15 minutes go quickly. Look, we have 1 hour and the hour is finished. So remember, in the moment of the interview, try not to think so much in the answer. Try to start to answer the question quickly, but with the properly answer, with the proper information to that question. Okay.
Yes, teacher. Okay.
Okay, if you have maybe an answer according to the topic, because I know that the time is like it wasn't enough to keep explaining this the steps of this interview. But remember, there is a video in the, I don't know, yeah, I think that is in the PDF, the link of the video, so you can watch the the explanation of those steps that you're going to experience in this activity. Okay, guys.
Good. Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
But if you watch the video and you have a question, you can write to me in the chat, and I'm going to be attentive to your questions, okay, in order to help you. Okay, guys. So have a good night, and remember that I'm going to be attentive to your doubts if you have. And don't forget to take the screenshot for this activity, since you have to complete your journal for the task too. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Teacher.
okay,
Okay.
Alejandra, have a good night. Bye bye, Anderson.
Bye
See
bye,
you,
teacher.
Marisol.
Good night.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Ay, yo